friends, this is Sunita and today I am going to explain you Merchant of Venice Act 2 Scene 1. In this scene, Portia, this venue is Wilmette, Portia's house, and the main characters of this scene are Prince of Morocco, Portia, Nerissa. So in this scene, a new character is introduced, that is Prince of Morocco, who has come to try his luck to marry Portia. So we are starting the scene. Flourish of the cornets, enter the Prince Morocco. This means that Prince of Morocco has entered with lot of pomp and show, a towny Moor, all in white, and 3 or 4 followers. With 3 or 4 followers, Prince of Morocco has entered to try his luck upon the caskets. So the scene starts with Prince of Morocco's speech. Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed livery of the burnished hue, to whom I am a neighbor and a near bred. So friends, I would tell you about Prince of Morocco. Prince of Morocco belongs to the equatorial region. Equatorial region is a region where the sun rays falls directly. So that is why the complexion of Prince of Morocco is dark. Because the people of the equatorial region, they have got the dark complexion. So over here, Prince of Morocco is telling Portia not to dislike him because of his dark complexion. He is saying that the shadowed livery of the burnished hue. This means that whatever he is comparing his dark complexion as a clothing that is given by the sun, because his skin has been tanned. His skin has been tanned. That is, he is talking about the dark complexion as a clothing that is given by the sun. To whom I am a neighbor and a near bred. This means because he belongs to the equatorial region, and equatorial regions where the sun rays falls directly. So he is saying himself to be as a neighbor and the relative of the sun. Bring me the fairest creature northward born, where the feeblest fire scarce thaws the icicles. So he is saying that bring the person from the northward region. The people of the northern region, they are basically fair complexion, because over there the sun rays does not fall directly. So that is why the skin is not tan and they are fair complexion. So he is saying bring the fairest creature from the northward region, where the feeblest fire scarce thaws the icicles. Means that the sun rays is not so strong that they can melt the icicles. What are the icicles? The icicles are the sticks of the ice. So he is saying that the sun rays are not so strong that can melt the icicles. And let us make the insertions for your love, to prove whose blood is the reddest, his or mine. So he said he want to compare himself with the person of the northward region and to compare the blood of both the persons, that whose blood is redder. Over here the redder blood does not means that the red color, but over here the red color, because red color is the color of bravery. He is talking about that we are going to compare both the person, me with the person of the northward region, and just compare the bravery of both the person, who is the braver. So you will find that I am the bravest of the all. So Prince of Morocco is boosting himself, boosting his bravery over here. I tell thee, lady, this respect of mine hath feared the valiant by my love I swear. So he's saying that all the lovers, all the brave person, they are afraid to try their love on you, because they are afraid of Prince of Morocco that to try the love on you. The best regarded virgins of our clan have loved it too. I would not change this hue, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen. So he is saying that all the young ladies of his region, they love his dark complexion, they love him also. But he is ready to change his color, he is ready to change his dark complexion just because of Portia. If Portia will give him the attention, he is ready to change his color also. And how is he going to change his dark complexion? Because of sun-tanned skin cannot be changed. So he is talking that he is going to put the white color on him. So that is why he can change his dark complexion. In the term, so now what Portia replies. Over here we are seeing that Prince Morocco has got the boosting habit. He is just boosting himself, the good qualities in him. And Portia, in this scene, we see that the Portia is playing a very diplomatic role. Portia, because in the second scene, you remember that Portia was telling Nerissa that he dislikes Morocco just because of his dark complexion. He would rather see him as a father figure than as a husband. So, but over here, Portia is not saying this thing directly to Prince of Morocco. And now the second speech is of Portia. So Portia is saying, in the terms of the choice, I am not solely led by the nice direction of a maiden eye, beside the lottery of my destiny. So Portia is saying that she has not got the right, like the other ladies, to choose her own husband, because her father has kept the condition of the casket. Whoever comes to marry Portia has to choose the right casket, that gold, silver and lead. And suppose his marriage is like a lottery. Suppose if a wrong person also chooses the right casket, then the Portia has to marry that wrong person. So it solely depends on Portia's love who will be her husband. But if my father had not stamped me and hedged me by his wits to yield myself, his wife who wins me by that means, I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comma I have looked on yet for my affection. She is saying that if her father has not kept this condition, then she would have given Prince Morocco the same chance as all the comers who have come to marry Portia. She would have given, the Prince of Morocco would have got the equally fair chance to marry her. So over here Portia is playing a very diplomatic role. माने she is not saying directly to Prince of Morocco, and वो कह भी रही है कि अगर उसके ऊपर भी डिपेंड होता है कि वो अपना हस्बैंड चूज करती, तो वो प्रिंस ऑफ मोरक्को को दूसरे सूटर्स की तरह भी एकदम चांस देती कि वो उससे शादी कर सके. So Prince of Morocco would have got the fair chance to marry her like the other suitors, what she wanted to say. So over here then Morocco thanked Portia. Even for that I thank you, therefore I pray you lead me to the casket to try my fortune. So he is saying, I am really thankful to you that you are willing to give me the equal chance, you are willing to give me the fair chance which you are going to give to the other suitors. So he said that he is ready to try his luck upon the casket. He is requesting Portia to lead him over there where the caskets are to try his luck. By this smitter that slew the Sophie and the Persian prince, that won 3 fields of Sultan Solomon. So over here, Prince of Morocco, he drew out his sword. He said he drew out his sword. The smitter is a curved sword. So he drew out his sword. He said by this sword only he has killed the king of Persia and the Persian prince also. And it is the same king of Persia who has defeated Sultan Solomon 3 times. So he has defeated Sultan Solomon 3 times. So that is, and so you must imagine that Sultan Solomon was a very brave person, and king of Persia, how brave he is that he has defeated Sultan Solomon. And so and Prince of Morocco has killed that same king of Persia and the Persian prince. Now again he is boasting himself that I would overstay the sternest eye that look, outbrave the heart most daring on the earth. He said that he has got that dareness that he can stare into the eyes of he has got that dareness that he can stare into the eyes of the strongest person on this earth, of the most daring person on this earth. He has got that much of dareness that he can stare into the eyes. And secondly, he is saying, pluck the young sucking cups from the she bear. So he is saying that he has even got that dareness that he can take away the sucking cups, young sucking cups from the mother bear. And suppose if the mother bear is feeding the cups, so nobody dare to take the cups from her, because at that time mother bear is very ferocious. So nobody has got nobody dares to touch the cups. But Prince of Morocco is saying that he has got that dareness that he can take away the young cups from the mother bear. And then also again he added that, yeah, mock the lion when roars for the prey. So he said that he can even tease the hungry lion. He's talking about his bravery, that he is that brave that he can tease the hungry lion. So nobody dares to tease the hungry lion, because at that time the lion is very, that time the lion is very ferocious. So nobody has got that dareness to tease the hungry lion. But Prince of Morocco is saying that he has got that dareness to tease the hungry lion. To win thee, lady, but alas the while, if Hercules and Lichess play at the dice, which is the better man, the greater throw, may turn by fortune from the weaker hand, so is Alcides beaten by his page. So he's saying that it's all because if Hercules said to be the strongest person on the earth. So if Hercules and his servant Lichess, they are playing the game of dice. Dice is basically the game of fortune. So if Hercules and Lichess is playing the game of dice, it's just because Hercules can be defeated by Lichess if Lichess will throw a better number. Because what is dice? Dice is a game of numbers. If Lichess will get the good number, then he can defeat Hercules. Even though Hercules is the strongest man, but Hercules can lose from his servant Lichess if he has got the weak numbers. If he has got the weak numbers, then Hercules can lose from his men. So he is saying that over here, marrying with Portia is also the game of the fortune. It's also the game of the fortune. If Prince of Morocco has chosen the wrong casket, then Prince of Morocco will not marry Portia. Just because no matter Prince of Morocco how brave he is, but if he has chosen the wrong casket, he cannot marry Portia. So that is why marrying Portia is also the game of luck, like the dice game. And so may I blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving. So what he is saying over here, even if the unworthy person chooses the right casket, may marry Portia, and in spite of the worthy person who has chosen the wrong casket. So whoever chooses the right casket, this was the condition for the Portia's marriage. Whoever chooses the right casket will marry Portia. So it is all the game of love. The worthy persons will be left behind and the unworthy persons will marry her. So Portia said, you must take your chance and either not attempt to choose at all or swear before you choose. If you choose wrong, never to speak to lady afterwards. In way of marriage, therefore be advised. So Portia is saying that he must take his chance to choose the right casket, but she also told the condition for choosing the caskets, because as she has told to other suitors that whoever comes to marry Portia, they have to choose the right casket, and if they choose the right casket, then they will marry Portia. But in case if they choose the wrong casket, then they will not marry whole his life. So this same condition she told to Prince of Morocco that also, that if you want to choose the casket, then you are most welcome, but if you choose the wrong casket, then you are not going to speak with any woman for your life. So it's all depend on you whether you want to try your luck or whether you don't want to try your luck. It's all depend on you. But Morocco said, no, will not, come bring me unto my chance. Over here the Morocco is determined to choose the casket. He wants to try his luck. So he said, no, I want to try my luck. Portia, first forward to the temple, after dinner your hazard shall be made. He said, first we have to go to church, and then after dinner you will get the chance to choose the casket. So Morocco said, good fortunes then to make me blessed or cursed among men. He said, now it will decide, the casket will only decide that I am the most blessed man or I am the most cursed man on this earth. Because if he chooses the right casket, he will be the blessed man, he will get Portia. And if he chooses the wrong casket, he will be the cursed man, because he will not marry whole his life. So friends, I had explained you Act 2, Scene 1. I hope you like it. So if you like my video, then please press the like button, share my video, write something in the comment box, and subscribe my channel and wait for the new scenes to come. Thank you.